installation service. I had a wedding, long-standing commitment in Abilene. Sunday morning, I'm driving down through the hill country. 10 o'clock, I turn on the radio thinking, since I can't go to church, maybe I can get some good preaching. And so I hear this guy reading the scripture, and then he has prayer. And he reads 1 Timothy chapter 2 about a woman not teaching men. And then he introduced our beloved teacher, Mrs. Criswell, and she taught men. Of course, under the authority of her husband, she says. But it also says in that passage, women aren't to wear makeup, earrings, and jewelry, and that sort of stuff. You know, if you're going to take some of it literally, folks, you got to take all of it literally, or interpret all of it. And,
the story of Mary and Martha.
Yeah.
When was it Martha was in the kitchen cooking and Mary was in
either that or
sitting in
vice
Jesus'
versa.
feet? Yeah. That,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
When I look at your list here, it makes me, okay, why did God decide to send Jesus, to the Son, to earth at the time that he did? It could have been 1,000 years earlier, it could have been 1,000 years later. It seems to me that because, when I look at your list, it's because things were finally right. We had the ability with the roads to do the church. There were enough wealthy people, to where we could have some privilege, literacy. And so, it wasn't a random time.
Right.
So to me, this is, the how part, why it happened was because the word is the light. That's why it happened. But how it happened wouldn't have been possible before this time, it seems to me.
In the fullness of time, God sent forth His Son, according to
There you go.
Galatians. And so, all of it just right.
Just right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so God selected the time that was appropriate. Let me just mention a couple other things and then we're through. And that is persecution. The Roman emperors persecuted the church, and more they persecuted the church, the faster the church grew. And the persecutions produced martyrs, and FoF says that the blood of the martyrs is the seeds of the church. And the martyrs got recognition and fame, and they were assured of a place in heaven because of their martyrdom in the mindset of the people. And the pagans just could not fathom anyone dying for their religion like the martyrs were for theirs. One other thing, the growth of the church. By 150 AD, there were approximately 40 to 50 Roman citizens that had Christian churches. By 40 AD, it's estimated that there were about 1,000 Christians, 40 AD. Now, here's how the estimation took place. They went to cemeteries and looked at the gravestones to see how many gravestones had writings on them that indicated they were Christian. So this is an estimation. By 40 AD, there were about 1,000 Christians. By 100 AD, over 7,000. By 200 AD, over 40,000. By 300 AD, almost 6 million. By 350 AD, over 31 million Christians. So you can see how the church is mushroomed. And then, as was referred to earlier, when the Roman Empire was falling apart, Constantine decided Christians were being blessed, so he just made everybody Christian.
He wanted to get on the boat, huh?
He marched them down to the river, cut a branch off a tree, dipped it in the river, and as the soldiers marched by, he baptized them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And that's how Rome became, how Catholicism emerged and developed out of that and became the legal religion of the Holy Roman Empire. All right.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.